What's up, YouTube? This is TheBillyBobHD bringing you a brand new series. Let's play Hearts of Iron 3, Their Finest Hour, World War I mod. And we're playing as the German Empire, so welcome. We're kicking off this campaign today. I currently have, let's see, if I go to the theaters, I have 3 different theaters. You've got Berlin HQ here that's handling sort of the Eastern Front, 640,000 men. And then I also have Bitburg HQ here. Oh, they need a leader. He's going to be leading an HQ, so we'll pick someone with really good stats. 308,000 men there. And then you've got another guy here in the south, like the southwestern front, you could say. 392,000 men there. And finally, we've got one more sort of force down here in Africa, about 31,000 men. So that's looking pretty good. If we go to diplomacy, we are, of course, the leader of the Central Powers against Triple Entente and the Comintern. If we look here, it looks like Italy is pretty close to coming down towards me. So let's go ahead and influence nation there. Portugal as well. We'll influence Portugal. And then Serbia I'm not going to worry about because they're going to get invaded by the Austrians anyway. Romania. Let's influence you. Persia over here. Influence you as well. Bulgaria, I need to influence you. Alright, so go ahead and click off of those motherfuckers. And then, okay, so that's going to put some influence down on sort of the neighbors as well as the classic Central Power figures. Greece. Going to influence Greece as well. There we go. Serbia will get eaten up by the Austrians. And I'm currently allied with the Austrians as well. So, pretty baller. Shot caller. Riding in the Impala. Okay, looks like we're also producing some naval units here. So, okay, we'll let those ride. I'm going to unpause it. 129 whopping IC. That is awesome. Supplies are low. That's okay. We are going to let that ride because we're still 4 years away from war. So production wise, I've got my production all the way up. Wow, consumer goods is really, really expensive. Ottoman Empire offers us a non-aggression pact. We'll go ahead and accept that. We want to bring the Ottoman Empire in for sure, for sure. Japan is drifting towards us. Mexico is also drifting towards us. Not a bad spot to be in. Technology. Okay, pause really quickly. If we take a look at the technology, our infantry is basically ahead of the rest of the world. Year 1912 levels. We want to go ahead and artillery is also ahead. I want to start researching heavy artillery there. Navy-wise, we'll leave that alone. Aircraft, we'll go ahead and grab that. Industry, combat medicine, and first aid. Those are always important for the troops. Poison gas, hell yeah. Oh yeah, these are important. Supply, organization, supply transfer. We'll get the infantry warfare. That's always good to have. Oh, that's already ahead. Excuse me. We'll get these two. Assault concentration. Delay doctrine. Yeah, those are both helpful. Boom. People's Army, not so much. We'll get large front going. Okay, so we've got some stuff to work on. But while I'm thinking about it, submarine doctrines, yeah, I want to keep those ahead. Good news is they already are all ahead. Alright, so if we take a look here, Berlin HQ, he's set up here. I'm just going to have him prepare to invade Russia, right? That's the big deal there. So we're gonna put you on prepare stance. Air is gonna be offensive. Naval's gonna be offensive as well. All right, we're gonna let him start like prepping for the war in the east. You, my friend, I want you to concentrate on Belgium and Netherlands. We're going to try to execute the Schlieffen plan. Maybe not. We'll see. Okay, and then finally my southern general here, Paris. Alright. And I want you to also have prepared stance. Air offensive, naval offensive. That's cool. You here. Prepare offensive and offensive. Sweet. Okay, got the army set up. Looks like this Navy stuff is going to be completed pretty soon, so I'll let that go ahead and roll. That's how it started up the game. We've got some good technology for the moment, so we'll go ahead and stick with that. And then more efficient laws can be enacted. So if we go here to the specialist training, all right, we get a lot more starting experience by doing that. Inefficient research. Combat medicine, first aid are 2 years ahead. That's fine. I'll let those stay. And poison gas is 3 years ahead. Really? Poison gas, huh? We'll take that off because we can't research it till 1913. That's what that means. Combat medicine. Theory? Or was that land? I think that was land. Yeah. Alright, on pause. We've got the diplomacy going as well. Alright, and you see all my guys scrambling to figure out brand new. I want you to take Copenhagen as well. Ottomans going through the Albanian uprising here. You can see that. It's 1910. Go ahead and bump that up. Why did we stop? Kaiser, we have stopped diplomatic influence on Greece. Why is that? Can I go back and influence you again? Oh, I need more diplomatic influence. Okay. Nice. Bulgaria, Ottoman Empire, Spain. Okay, the Ottomans conquered Albania, so that's good. I'm actually going to turn those off going forward. China. After the Opium War, the great powers in America tried to get the most economic benefits from the Chinese. They were usually stopped by other great powers, especially Japan. When they heard that the King government wanted to build the railway and wanted to ask for a loan from Germany, the other great powers urged that they also wanted to loan money to the Chinese. Finally, in May 1910, America, France, Great Britain, and Germany formed the Four Powers Consortium and decided to loan the money to China together. Big fucking whoop. Whoop, whoop. Who the hell cares? Okay. South Africa just got independence. So if we go down, they're probably going to join the Triple Entente, if I had to guess. Diplomacy-wise, if we go here and take a look at Italy, they still have a agreement with us. Okay, we've got units available, so let's go ahead and place these. I've got a transport that's ready, or at least I think that's transport. We'll put him there. I want to take all of my naval guys. Okay, they all do. It looks like they roll up to my generals, my ultimate. Yeah, the guy I just placed, I'm going to put him... let's see. I need to get to my big HQ. Big HQ. Big HQ. Munich, I think it was. Yeah. There we go. Wait. Oh, wait, that's weird. I gave it to Munich. That's the wrong guy. Whoops. Okay, he's already been moved to a different port, so they will use those accordingly. Need some infantry going. Nice, I can build stormtroopers. That's going to be really cool. Very cool indeed. Mountain infantry. Those guys look cool. Regular infantry, of course. Cavalry. Garrison. Artillery. Just a medium-sized artillery there. Just the normal standard size, I guess. Japan annexed Korea. That's pretty nuts. Okay, we're going to put him here and place him into... Let's see if we go down here and look at the HQs. Munich again. Boom. There we go. Bitburg HQ. That's the one we're looking for next time. If we take a look at our supply lines here, looks like the east is pretty shittily supplied. Yeah, the infrastructure is kind of meh over there. Plus, I'm not really putting out enough supplies anyway. Only got 17 production going, so. You can see the Russians have stacked the border pretty evenly. About the same as what I'm showing, I think. Portugal's going through revolution right now. It's a coup performed in Portugal. Established the first Portuguese republic. So, does that mean they're drifting away from me now? No, they're still coming. Come on, boys. Units are in poor supply. I'm running low on supplies in general. You can see that. IC is being wasted. Oh yeah, the production tab needs to go all the way down. There we go. Alright, so what do we want to produce? Let's see what the guys want. Just looking around, guys. Sorry. I was just thinking. I think what we want to do is start reinforcing the Western Front to begin with. If we cave there, it's game over. So I'm going to build 1, 2, 3 infantry and artillery. Oh wait, I can't build 4 yet. So we'll just build 3 infantries to start out with. We'll build a couple of those. Unpause it really quickly. Production's up to needs to be up to 51. Actually, I'm going to bump it down here to like 23. Supplies we are in desperate need of. Reinforcement just a little bit there. Upgrades, we're spending money on those. And supplies need to go up. Yeah. That should be better. Okay, we can place the rest of the Navy here. So, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. Hook you up to Berlin HQ on the Eastern Front. Hook you up to Berlin HQ. And finally hook you up to Berlin HQ as well. Dreadnought. Sweet. Alright, so that's going to be a little Navy there on the Eastern Front. Can't wait for that shit to pop off. Non-aggression pact status is ending in November with the Ottoman Empire. They're all the way over here, for Christ's sakes. Inefficient research, combat medicine, and first aid again. I'll let those roll 1 more level up before I move off of them. You've got the whole entire Eastern Front here that's not getting any supplies. Holy shit. Holy shit. no supplies. We're producing 285, but it's not enough. That's okay. We have a pretty big army already. Alright, sweet. We can now build heavy artillery. So let's take a look at those. Oh, the big guys. Yeah, nice. So if we go over to artillery, those are already at 1912 there. So we'll start mixing those guys in. Supply transportation, supply organization going up, so that's what you want to see. Word. Alright, so we're going to wait things to build out for a little bit here. Submarine would be good. Just have those guys rolling around. Manpower at over 1,070, so I'd say that's decent. Right? Am I right? That's pretty decent. Pretty decent. Supply transfer cost. Alright, units and poor supply. Yeah, no shit, buddy. We're estimating that our power is far superior to the French power on the borders here. We barely have any troops locking up here against the Dutch or the Belgians. And I do have some guys up here. Yeah, this would be the invasion force to Denmark. Okay. New infantry is ready, so do I want to give it to... I want to give it to the Western Front. I'm going to give it to Bitburg here, because he's got a lot of objectives. Denmark. Yeah, this whole thing with Serbia needs to kick off before we can start really attacking, guys. It's going to lower our neutrality, especially if we decide to jump in with the Austrians, which, of course, we will. I would think. I would definitely think. Who's this guy? Stormtroopers. I'd like to get some stormtroopers. We'll build one of those units as well. I just do not have enough IC to go around here. This is ridiculous. The Albanian Uprising. I have another one of those. Diplomacy, if we go to Germany. Oh god, here we go. Allied with Kingdom of Italy still. The highest perceived threat is Albania, so we could probably declare war on them. That's okay. Alright, so I got another infantry unit that I want to send to... I'll send him to Bitburg as well. Up to 344,000 for him. Actually, I can move this production down. I'm gonna... don't go to 24, damn it. There you go. Just because it's important to try to build up some supplies right now. Oh, Bulgaria is no longer trying to align itself with us. Why is that? Invite to faction, influence nation. Of course. I've got to wait for some more diplomacy points to come back my way. Alright, we can now build an airplane. We can build a scout. That's pretty balla. Diplomatic influence on... Yep. Cool. Alright, we have a crisis. We have a crisis. Holy shit, there's a crisis. The Agadir crisis, also called the Second Moroccan Crisis, was the international tension sparked by the deployment of the German gunboat Panther to the Moroccan port of Agadir. On July 1st, 1911, a rebellion struck out in Morocco against the Sultan. By early April 1911, the Sultan was besieged in his palace in Fez, and the French prepared to send troops to help put down the rebellion under the pretext of protecting European lives and property. The French dispatched a flying column at the end of April 1911. The Spanish occupied a couple of territories on July 11th. The German gunboat Panther arrived in port. There was an immediate reaction from the French and the British. Franco-German negotiations initiated on the 9th toward the Treaty of Fez led to a convention under which Germany accepted France's position in Morocco. Blah, 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 blah. Return for their territory in the Congo. We gain -30 in neutrality. We got 10 threat on all as well, so that's good. We picked up some territory in Africa. Take a look. I think this area here. Congo. And wow. So now can I attack people? Let's take a look. No. Getting closer, though. Getting closer. More efficient laws. We can go to a war economy. So let's do that. Oh, this... Which one is it? This one? No. Just checking on these really quick, folks, because I want to make sure I've got the most. Here we go. Alright, we just bumped it up to a war economy, so we should get some extra IC. What else, guys? What else? What else? Resource stockpile's almost empty. Duh. Okay. Alright, guys. Well, that's where we're going to go ahead and end the episode. Thanks for watching. Again, this has been the Billy Bob HD. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment if you've enjoyed this content. And we'll catch you again next time, folks.